Hi class, today we'll be talking about energy. Does anyone know what energy is?
Ooh, I do.
Alright, Kyle.
Power derived from the utilization of physical and chemical resources.
Sounds like you got that straight from the text, Kyle. Anyone know where energy comes from?
Oh, I do. It comes from my dad. Well, not like that, but he works for an energy company.
What? That's a great idea if we could go see him and think a little outside the text.
Kyle.
Well, that sounds like a field trip. Whoop, whoop.
Let's go!
Hello, my name's Sim Cave. I work at Sumter Electric. I'm a system control coordinator.
About what you do, what is your job as a system operator all about?
It's keeping people's lights on and maintaining the quality of the electricity that we deliver to their house. We monitor all 48 of our substations through what's called SCADA. SCADA stands for System Control and Data Acquisition. And they have remote terminals in each substation that monitor everything that's going on. And if anything changes or gets outside of tolerances, it gives us an alarm in dispatch so we know that we need to get somebody to check it out, whether it's a breaker that opens up, puts people in the dark, or if the voltage gets too high or too low.
What is your educational background prior to this job?
Graduated high school, of course, and went to community college for 2 years, and then I went to vocational school and studied electricity and electrical wiring for about 1.5 years, and then I got a job at the small co-op where I grew up, and just went from there. Most of what I know now is from on-the-job training.
Okay. What are some everyday problems that you face?
Outages, of course, especially large outages. If a car hits a pole or a tree falls on the line, we have to switch it out to make it safe and to try to get as many people's lights back on as we can, and make it safe for the guys to go and pull the line back up or replace the pole. Emergency switching on underground facilities, routine switching, any type of switching that goes on in our system that comes through system operations, and we have to supervise it, make sure it's done right.
Okay. Is there a type of ladder that you had to go up the chain to?
Not so much to the job I'm in now because I hired on as a system operator. Nowadays, though, if you came in not knowing, if you weren't already trained as a system operator and you came into dispatch, there would be a learning process that could take up to 1 year before you're put on shift by yourself, because there are times that you're here 3 o'clock in the morning by yourself, and if something happens, you have to know what to do. There are other jobs in the co-op where, like the linemen, they start as a groundman and they work their way up to first class.
Out of the whole operation, how important do you think this job is?
Our job is really the backbone of the operations side of it. The linemen keep the lines up and in the air, but our boss calls our operation the nerve center of the co-op, because everything that happens on the system has to come through system operations. Whether it's switching orders or middle of the night when the car hits a pole, we're the first ones to know about it, and we send people out to put the lights back on.
Is say math or science? Is that involved in your job at all?
Absolutely, math is. With electricity, you're not really reinventing the wheel, but you do have formulas that you have to know how to do algebra in order to figure things out. Sometimes, everybody says in school, "I'll never use this." Yeah, you will. There will be times, especially in this field.
That was a great field trip. What did we learn?
I learned that what we learn in math and science can be applied to get us a great career in energy production.
Good to know you learned something other than from the text, Kyle. So now that we're all full of energy, boom, get it. See you tomorrow.